on E. It's called Married to Jonas. Kevin and Danielle Jonas star in that, and they're with us this morning looking very, very dapper, sir. Kevin and Danielle looking beautiful this morning for radio, so thank you.
I got dressed up so you couldn't see me.
Yes, you're blending right into our walls.
Exactly.
I was saying to Ellen earlier, Danielle, that you've accomplished something pretty magical in taking the first Brothers Jonas off the market. I would walk around with a great sense of pride if I were you.
Yeah.
Did you chase him down or did he chase you?
He chased me.
She wanted nothing to do with me.
Really?
When we were dating, I was always like, "You're a Jonas brother, but you can't get away with everything."
She put me in my place.
How much did you know about the Brothers Jonas before you ended up in the Jonas family?
Nothing.
Nothing.
When I first met him. Yeah.
No posters.
No.
No.
I don't think I ever did.
See, there's one of us that has posters of the Jonas Brothers in this room.
Yeah, who do you think it is?
Ryan.
Why do you think I decided to produce this show?
I've been to his house.
All right. So why, though? I mean, a question that's an obvious question, but why did you guys decide, and I think I know the answer, but why did you decide to let cameras into this relationship that you've got?
When we got the call and we were talking a little bit, even with you as well, we kind of opened ourselves up to it, and we had the thought, obviously, you have to consider something like this greatly. You can't just jump into it saying, hey, yeah, it'll be fine. You really need to get in there and say, all right, cool, I'm going to be open. I've got to learn how to be honest and at the same time be human as well, not putting it on for the cameras. And then we started having fun. We did the pilot and we really enjoyed it. And one thing that really blew us away is how much we learned about each other, because the cameras are like a therapist in the room always. It's kind of like you have to know that you're going to see this and you're going to have to talk about everything that you're doing. So some in relationships and some in marriage, you kind of brush it on the rug, or you say, like, you pick your battles, this.
Well, in a way,
every battle is being picked.
In a way, you're forced to communicate.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right? Like, you've got to talk about stuff.
Exactly. It helped a lot.
Initially, you start off, and I know this happens, you start off and you know the cameras are there because it's new and it's foreign to you.
Yeah.
Eventually, you don't really feel them there. And you truly see that in the series.
A month in, or even like a weekend, we're in moments where just like, okay, I did not even know the cameras were there at a certain point where me and Danny are just going at it or something like that. And it's just, then you turn around and you're like, oh, hello, 14 people in my bedroom.
Well, so the other thing that's interesting about this show is two families coming together. There's a lot of family drama and family fun in this series, but one of the things that you incorporate when you get married, and I don't know this yet,
but you
do.
In-laws.
The in-laws.
So describe the dynamic of the Italian East Coast family coming together with the
It's
Jonas
married
family.
to Jonas, living with Delisa. That's kind of the show, and it's great
because your family, your dad, and your family,
everyone,
they're so laid back.
They are. They're kind of more chill. They're kind of to themselves, because we've had to be busy for so long, and so they are to a point though, because then when you get them behind the usual closed doors, they're like, they really open up and they're very opinionated and fun and things like that. And of course, Joe and Nick, but you get to see them in a new way in the show too, which is really cool. Behind the scenes, not in the studio every time you see them.
And what about your in-laws? I hear there's a father who intrudes.
He's a breakout star, Bucky.
He's
Bucky?
incredible.
His name is Bucky?
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's a mother-given nickname.
Thomas, but everyone
Okay.
calls him Bucky.
Bucky.
How would you describe Bucky, Danielle?
Dad, he's crazy. He's funny.
Are you his only girl? Are you his baby girl? So he had to give you away to Kevin.
You always say he babies
there's
me a
three
lot.
girls in the family,
Yeah.
but Danny's
He
Princess
babies me
Danny.
a lot.
How is it for you adjusting to being around Kevin and all the brothers, because they've been this united force, right, for so many years, and they did it their way, and now they kind of have to do it your way too.
Yeah. Well, I grew up with basically all sisters except my brother, but it was really all girls. And then I go into this family and it's all boys, and so now me and my mother-in-law are holding on to each other and we have to survive this.
There's
a common bond there for sure with her and my mom.
There are some. I just want to brace Jonas Brothers fans for at least a couple of moments. I mean, there are moments in this series where you're in their home, and this is a married couple, and they do what married couples do.
That's right.
And Mr. Romance here, Kevin, shuts the door and gets down to business. And I have to tell you that fans they're going to wonder what happened behind that door.
Well,
we played Scrabble.
Yeah.
Oh.
Board games.
Monopoly.
All right, so it's a full disclosure. This is a Ryan Seacrest production, Married to Jonas, premiering Sunday, 10/9 Central on E. We'll come back with the happy couple here. I do want to ask you some questions about marriage. Just
absolutely,
real specific questions about surprises.
We'll give you tons of advice, Ryan.
Ask him?
And then we're going to put you in the hot seat.
Not before Lady Gaga. Their new series on E, Married to Jonas, Sunday, 10/9 Central. There is a gaggle outside the studio window. Nelson is out there live right now with some.
Nelson is killing the game with his hair right now.
Nelson's blending into your fans there.
True story.
All right, so Nelson, who do you have out there at the window?
I have Jennifer, Natasha, Amanda, Jillian.
I like the ratio.
What is it?
All girls. What's going to happen, Kevin, when Danielle starts having boy fans at the window?
She did. We went on a trip, and these guys walked up to her like, "Oh, can we take a picture with you?" And then they ended up giving her a kiss on the cheek, each one of them, and I wasn't there, and she had to tell me about it later.
She was so excited.
She was like, "Oh, Kevin, so this happened." She got all nervous. She's like, "Okay, where's Kevin after the fact?" And they're like, yeah, it was funny.
You have to be very secure, Danielle, when you're married to a gentleman like this. I mean, you've
come on, look at her. She has nothing to worry about.
Girls out there.
They're awesome.
And is that not threatening?
It never really.
Even the one on
me.
the right.
They're all beautiful. They're great fans.
But it never bothered you.
No, it never bothered me. Just because I guess how nice. I don't know why.
I guess maybe she saw that I was kind of focused in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of focused and made me feel like I was the only girl in the room, and
that's good.
And in the world.
Well, right now there's a few others. Yes, Nelson. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, go.
Go.
Okay, Kevin, why don't you?
You cut out.
Why don't you
cut
what?
Out. She just cut out on the whatever she was going to say.
She hung it up. Oh, come on, Nelson.
Nelson's battery's dying.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're there.
Okay, go. Don't touch the cheek.
Sorry. Okay, why don't you like bananas?
Why don't? Well, when I was younger, everyone thought I was allergic to it because I got really sick I had one when I was younger, and then that thought, when you like have something you eat that really makes you sick, and then you just never want to touch it again. That is carried out for the rest of my life, including like a lot of fruit. Like it's weird.
At least people know you don't like bananas. People think I like bananas, but I don't.
Oh,
really?
Me and Ryan, we have a lot in common.
Yeah, because we're meant to be.
Who are you wearing, Kevin?
This is a Dior suit.
Yeah. Go ahead. Anybody else? One more?
Yeah. Who are you wearing, Burbo?
Hi.
Hello.
What's your name?
Okay, the question for Kevin. Are you gonna have more solos on that next album?
Are we gonna have more solos on the next album? Definitely working on it. Definitely trying. We're in the studio right now, and we're making another record, and there should be a lot of new and fun, exciting things coming. Yeah.
That made them very happy. By the way, girls, we have a major Jonas Brothers announcement in 5 minutes. Okay?
Nelson is so excited.
So, can we talk about marriage? You've been married how long now?
2.5 years.
Biggest surprise, Danielle?
How messy he is.
I can be a mess.
Everything's on the floor.
Well, I grew up, for the last 6 years, I lived in a hotel. So
right.
when you
But
walk out of a hotel room, you come back, and all of a
throw
sudden the
your towel
bedroom
down.
is remade.
So you use like 9 towels for one shower, that kind of thing.
And they're all on the floor.
Guys do that.
That's really funny, Kevin. Keep laughing.
I know.
We're good at that. How about for you, Kevin? What was the biggest surprise for you?
You think you know somebody, and then you get married, and it blows your mind. You learn so much more about them. You learn their ins and outs, and beyond like the physical, beyond the mental, like you really do connect on a whole nother level. It's really amazing.
I think we should settle something here.
All right.
How many kids do you want, Danielle?
4.
You want 4, and I understand he wants 2. Okay, so how are we going to settle this?
It's
Well, 3.
We're gonna have 4.
It's so easy.
Well,
Did you hear his answer?
What did you say?
we're gonna have 4.
All right, we are going to come back here with a major Jonas Brothers announcement.
Yeah.
Very exciting news. Jonas Brothers announcement. Jonas here in the studio. Now we're joined by Nick Jonas and Joe Jonas, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
What up?
What
Hello.
up? How you guys doing?
We're good. I wish I could be there, but
But
there's only room for 2 Jonases.
It's just
in
like
the studio.
we got to do stuff. It's cool. No big deal.
So hey guys, Nick and Joe, how do you get along with Danielle being the first to steal a Joe Bro off the market?
She's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. I think
Joe's still with me.
Kevin needs to buy her more shoes because he has more shoes than her. But other than that, everything's
Not
good.
surprised.
I agree with you, Joe.
So which one of you will be next, Nick or Joe?
Well, I'm on a show called The Next, but it's not a dating show, so definitely not me.
Not Joe.
Is anybody?
I
Is
have
anybody?
a little while we go before we're
is anybody on the phone interested in a U.S. gymnast?
In a what?
A U.S. gymnast.
Possibly.
Now, which voice is that?
That's Joe.
Okay.
The one that's still waking up.
Joe. Yeah. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning.
What are your thoughts on Allie Raisman?
I think she's fantastic.
Would you go on a date with her?
I would love to.
Good.
I approve.
Girls,
I know.
Girls, I am going to do this announcement while you try and find Allie Raisman.
Are you going to set me up, Ryan?
Well,
Ryan will hook you up. Ryan spent a month with her.
I did meet Allie and the entire team in London, and if we can certainly try and be the conduit here.
Ryan Seacrest, where dreams are made.
All right, so
we need to get Nick an athlete too.
What do you want, Nick?
Nick's an athlete at heart. So what do I need to do?
What kind of athlete do you want?
which sport would you like to go to?
Do you like the volleyball players or the swimmers?
At this moment in time, I really legitimately am focused solely on the music, and so I'd say I'll wait till 2016 Olympics to see which gold medalist I can.
I'm not going to accept that answer. All right, guys, speaking of the music, we have a major announcement right now. Ladies and gentlemen, fans of the Jonas Brothers, the Jonas Brothers are reuniting for one show only at Radio City Music Hall, October 11th. Tickets are on sale Friday, August 24th, 10 a.m., Ticketmaster.com. One show, Jonas Brothers on stage, and I've got your trip to win.
Yes.
What made you guys decide to come back and do this?
We know it's time to come back and do another album. You know, so much is going on. We're each doing things. I actually got chills when you said that. So did Danny. I looked at you. We were excited. It's time. You know, we need to be back on the road together. We've been making some really good music that we feel like we're ready to play, and we just can't wait to see the fans.
So, Nick, what can we expect in this show at Radio City?
I think the main thing to expect from this show is a show that's all about music, and we want the production of a show, so the bells and whistles to really be in the music and being creative with how we can sort of remix some of our older music for our fans, but also introduce this new music in a new and creative way, while still having a great light show, great stage setup, everything. But it's going to be a celebration for us too to be back on the stage together and kind of a party with our fans.
And Joe, will there be more shows?
Say that again?
Will there be more shows?
I believe so. I mean, for us, we're going to be trying to do as many shows as we can. But right now, this is our only show in the States planned for the whole year. So we really want to see people come out from all over the U.S.
So if you're just joining us, the Jonas Brothers are going to be on stage together reuniting. I've got a trip. And it feels so good. There was a fourth there.
Yep.
Brian, come on stage, man. Let's do it.
And I have got a trip for you. I'm going to fly someone to New York to see the show. If you want to win that trip.
They're like, how about me?
Everybody outside the windows here. You can go to ryanseacrest.com to enter for a chance to win. Brothers Jonas with us right now. Where are you, Nick and Joe? What city?
We're in New York City. I'm on Jimmy Fallon tonight.
Oh, good. Tell him we said hello. And big night last night for Joe Jonas, the next step. How's it living with the contestants?
It's crazy. These crazy parents and kids. It's awesome, though. I love it.
Good.
Well, how do they react when you roll in?
He just shows up at their door. It's insane. It's
crazy.
It's pretty awesome.
It's always really different. It's funny. The episode last night, I'm talking to my friends about it. They always react differently. Some people are shocked, some people are excited. But the girl that I worked with yesterday, she's a little bit younger.
Yeah. And
her parents sat me down and thought I think they thought that I was gonna be moving in with them, as if it was a dating show.
Oh.
The dad was like, listen, there's some ground rules. First of all, you'll be in separate bedrooms.
Oh, whoa!
Oh my God.
You're this is I'm here to help her, right?
Yeah.
It was funny. It seemed people liked it.
There could be a spin-off here into a dating show. And hey, Nick, what's going on with American Idol? I read the blogs and I see there are rumors that you may be a judge on American Idol. What can you tell us?
There are some rumors, and I did go on Twitter and confirm that the rumors that I was being considered are true. And it's still a possibility. I think that it's all about the pieces coming together on my end and on their end, and we'll see what happens. It is something I'd love to do, though, if the opportunity was right.
I think you'd be great at it. Good luck, and I can tell you that I don't know who the judges are yet.
You
so
don't.
when I know, I'll tell everybody else.
We'll let them to get their decision together.
Well, it's not my decision, but I will convey the message. Nick and Joe Jonas, Kevin Jonas, Danielle, thank you guys all for being here. Congratulations on getting back together. Congratulations on stealing a Joe, bro.